as missiles streak across Middle Eastern skies and oil prices lurch upward. Something else is happening behind closed doors. An invisible battle, waged in diplomatic backchannels and splashed across headlines worldwide. And right at the center of it all, India. Let's break down what's going on as of June 23, 2025. Just days ago, the US launched direct strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites: Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, while Israel ramped up its own attacks. Iran's government threatened retaliation and put its troops on alert. India, watching with growing concern, launched Operation Sindhu, an urgent evacuation airlift for thousands of Indian nationals caught in the crossfire. As Indian flights crossed into Iran's airspace, Prime Minister Modi spoke directly with Iran's new president, Pezeshkian, urging restraint and a return to dialogue. Now here's what makes India's role so unique. It's not just geography, it's relationships. India counts both Israel and Iran as strategic partners. It depends on the Gulf for energy and runs vital supply chains through the region. Think Chabahar Port, the international North-South corridor. And on the global stage, India's quietly become the voice of the so-called Global South, balancing ties with both the West and the East. But here's where it gets really interesting. The world's major players seem to be nudging India into the spotlight as a potential peacemaker. Russia's Putin has floated the idea that India could mediate, hinting at India's neutrality. EU diplomats in Geneva are whispering about partners outside the traditional bloc. Even China's state media has praised India's strategic balance. So why all this sudden attention? Because global media isn't just reporting the war. It's shaping what happens next. Outlets like DW, Foreign Policy, and The Economist are asking, could India broker peace? They're framing Delhi as a calm, rational actor, maybe even the adult in the room. And let's face it, media narratives are rarely accidental. They often echo what foreign ministries want the world to believe, planting seeds for future diplomacy. Think about it. As US-led strikes escalated the conflict, Western media began floating India's name. Russia and China, long critical of American power, are also pushing India as a new kind of balancing force. Europe, still bruised from the Ukraine crisis, seems eager for a neutral player who isn't just another voice from the West. All these signals point in one direction. The world is preparing, even scripting, a larger role for India, not with ultimatums but with soft power whispers in headlines and newsrooms. For Delhi, it's a moment of opportunity and risk. Mediate, and you could raise your global status and shape the peace. Stay on the sidelines, and you avoid the blowback, but maybe miss the moment. So will India step forward or hold back? One thing's clear, the world is watching. And sometimes, that quiet nudge is the loudest message of all.